I can't stand. I just post videos on their Instagram. I can't stand them. I put a title talk about how Ohio is racist, which they are, like any other state. And guess what? They cut me off. They always cut. That's why I don't like going to Instagram. TikTok the same way. They very limited what you gotta say on there. You gotta say, you gotta spell like immigrant, IMMIGRANTS, and HAT, and white WHITE. You gotta spell, to get on there. And all I'm saying is the truth. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing more. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like going on TikTok. I don't like going on Instagram. That's crazy. You know, I never said I hate. I never said I hate anybody. Any race. I'm just saying there's some things that go against us. You know, so a lot of things I go against, and there's a system here that go against us. Us indigenous. Black folks here in America. You know what I mean? So, you got to watch what you got to say and all this stuff. Meanwhile, while the files came out, you know what I mean? You already know. I don't have to say it. The files lately, all kinds of stuff they doing and all kinds of whatever, and doing to the kids and all kinds of stuff. They get to do whatever they want to do and get to live however they want to live. You know what I mean? But when it comes to us, we got to be careful on these platforms. You know what I mean? Got to be careful what we say to these immigrants. We got to be careful what we say to this and that. You know what I mean? I don't be like I said. I don't show no hate toward anybody. I just want equal justice. I want I want reparations and all kinds of stuff. I sure do. You know, I want all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I don't have no hate, but hey, but they sure didn't like, you know, they sure didn't like my people. We welcome all kinds of people over here, but they still threw us under the bus. Like I said, I never show hatred toward anybody, toward any group. You know what I mean? I welcome all people. But when it comes to us, Black Americans, we always limit it. Oh, you better watch what you say. You got to do what you got to. You know what I mean? When we talk about our history, oh, we playing victims. How we playing victims? And that's what America did to us. How do that work? You know what I mean? Some sick people. But when the fouls came out, nobody ain't saying nothing. Everybody being quiet. You know what I mean? When the fouls came out, look what they did to them kids. That's all I want to say. I'm not gonna say more, not more. Everybody being silent. But when it comes to us, we've been through Jim Crow. We've been through everything in this country, and they throw us underneath the bus. Oh, our reparations don't mean nothing. Oh, y'all can take it. Oh, that's in the past. Oh, was that in the past? What he did too? Huh? Was it in the past? Was that very sick? Was that in the past too? America? That's crazy. You see how this racial stuff works? You know what I mean? This protection when it comes to us. It is like I said, this Black History Month don't mean nothing. They want to get rid of it because they know they got to pay reparations. They know what they did to us. They know what they did to us. They know they owe us money. All that stuff, not paying people. They want us to die. Excuse me. They want to unalive or whatever. They want us to, for us to get rid of us, whatever. So they won't have to pay it. That's all. But that's why this country is about to go down anyway. You know what I mean? It's about to go down. I don't like I said, that's crazy. All this type of evil this country did, all this, and they want to be united, huh? When they getting whatever, like a few weeks ago with this Minnesota thing, yeah, with the Minnesota, what happened to that? You know what I mean? When two whatever got under laugh, now they want to stop it. But let it be one of my people. That's why we being quiet. That's why we not marching no more. That's why we're not marching no more. Now it's your turn now. Now it's your turn. Okay? Y'all do it, immigrants. Y'all do it, white tea folks. Y'all do it now. You know what I mean? Y'all get unalive then. Y'all gonna see how unfair it is. We ain't going to march no more. We ain't gonna do nothing. Go sit there. I'm gonna sit back and just watch. Because that's not right. That's not right. Even though even though I feel people should have equal, quality of life, but why is always us that have to be thrown underneath the bus? You know what I mean? And that was sick. That was very sick. Then when I seen whatever that's going on with these kids with this human trafficking, that's very sick. Regardless, and they throw a blind eye at it. Okay, that's why America about to go down. You know, it's very sick what this country do. I don't care about the bigotry because that's always been part of it. But when you mess with kids, that's when it's too far. And when they take it too far now. That's just nasty, man. What this country doing, and that's okay because, like I said, the Most High is showing judgment on this nation. It don't matter. I don't care. I don't care about the hatred toward me being whatever. But when you mess with little kids and stuff, that's just taking whatever. That's just sick. Very sick about them fouls, whatever. Very sickening. Very sad. Yeah, I don't want to see no kids hurt. Really don't. But this is what going on in this country. Everybody turn a blind eye, I guess. Everybody turn a blind eye at the way we getting treated, or way our kids getting treated, the way way any group getting treated. It's just real sad with this country going down. I really, with and I really, with the immigrants too, how they getting treated. They're everybody. But I'm just saying that it was never no justice here in America for my ancestors, for these kids, and for this human trafficking going on. Ain't no justice here. Nothing. Just a very sick country. Sick. And everybody talking about these. In the entertainment business, entertainment is just sick. Jay Z, ain't that something? Jay Z, P Diddy, ain't that something? I knew they was doing all that crazy stuff anyway. That sickening stuff, that evil crap. I knew that for years with Jay-Z and P. Diddy, and people still listen to these clowns. What kind of music what kind of music they're gonna sing and rap and all this other stuff? Cardi B, all of them sick. All them entertainers are sick. All of them are sick. This nasty. This whole society is just corrupt and nasty. You know, uh, Cardi B, all of them. They just I don't even like looking at them no more. My TV stayed blank. I used to like listen to Jill Scott and all them, but I already know they might be doing something. Doing if they are Hollywood, they doing something nasty. They doing something corrupt, and they talk about Jamie Foxx now with his new music. He never liked the black women. Let's be frank, he never liked black women. That was fake. All this stuff was fake. All this stuff is fake and nasty. They can't even sing. They can't even sing. It probably AI anymore anyway. So, like I said, the entertainment really went down. It really ain't nothing. Don't mean nothing. I haven't watched a movie. The movie's just ridiculous because you already know what these people been doing. I can't look at these people and they doing all this stuff and they under the list. And then looking at these senators and stuff. I mean, they can't even. What can they lead? Are they really leaders? No. This is a sick country, man. Very sick. You know. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. Good for you being white. What the heck that supposed to mean? So what? I'm just saying that right now. I'm talking about the corruption in this country. I ain't talking about nobody race now. Right now, I'm talking about this corruption they doing in this country. That's very sick. And so what? I don't care about nobody color and stuff. I mean, come on now. That's elementary stuff. I do right now. I'm talking about the corruption over here the most. The kids being thrown underneath the bus. This human trafficking and this sick. It's just some sick stuff is going on. That's all. And the list. That's what I'm gonna put it. The list and all these actors coming out on this list. Jay Z and Chris Tugger and uh, what's his name? Diddy and I forgot to name the and these white tea actors too. I forgot a few of them. Harry Weinstein and Harvey, whatever Weinstein, and I'm gonna name them too. DiCaprio, whatever his name is. I don't know. This is just a few of them that just so nasty, wicked. This Hollywood and all kinds of things that's going on. So I don't know, and I keep on seeing them these videos, and they keep on doing this stuff. Like you already know what you're doing. You know what I mean? We already know what evil stuff you're doing. Why you still acting? Why you still singing? Why you still in the limelight? I mean, come on now. Everybody know what's going on with these people. Everybody know that Beyonce and all these other people, ain't no good no more. Who want to look at them anymore? Ain't nobody to look up to. They do some filthy stuff. Filthy stuff, So that's it. I barely look at TV. The only one I look at is the corruption, that's going on. That's it to keep up with it. And I'm getting tired of even looking at that. Because I already know they down with that stuff anyway. So that's it. You know what I mean? It's not even about white and black. Excuse me. It's about this corruption in this country, okay? And as far as I see it, black, white, Chinese, all kinds of people is in corruption. Okay, you know, it don't. The devil don't care. You know what I mean? So I'm talking about the corruption right now. I was getting to that. You know what I mean? Let me clear it up first, please. I'm just saying, it's just too much corruption in this country, and that's why this country is going down. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter what color you are. I'm just saying this. I mean, hey, I mean that's a silly question. Ain't black people getting getting whatever too? Yes. Like I said, that's Jay Z, Chris Tucker, and them, right? That's all I'm saying. So I mean, heck, it's more than them than whatever. I'm just saying, black, white don't matter. It's just corruption, and that's all I'm saying. That's what ruling this country now. That's what's going to take it out. They was talking about this list. Well, they need to bring the list out. So just go ahead and. But I figure I seen. Tell you the truth, I seen bits and pieces of it 10 years ago. But see, during that time, nobody wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? I seen the list a long, long time ago anyway. So what I mean, it's no big deal. So it is now coming because it's a curious age. Uh, they go reveal most of this stuff anyway. So back there, if I would have talked about it, ain't nobody wouldn't believe me anyway. So that's it. You know what I mean? But that's all I have to say about that. So everybody just have a good day. So I gotta go to the bathroom. All right.